Helping couples all over mid-Missouri.
Still want to hook up?
Or at least trying to.
Goodbye.
Cosmo and the Y107 Morning Show's Hook Up or Hang Up.
This is Hook Up or Hang Up on Cosmo and the Y107 Morning Show. I'm Cosmo. That's Lauren.
Hi there.
Good morning to you. Tony on the Silver Ball Arcade Bar Hotline. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Well, I'll tell you, I've been better, honestly.
Yeah. What happened with Amy?
Well, I'll just put it out there.
All right.
I did it. I messed up some of the logistics. See, I thought she was going to meet me at the restaurant, but I guess I had texted her previously saying I'd pick her up. So, in all honesty, the whole beginning of the date was a train wreck.
Yeah.
You sound so. Yeah, she's there at the restaurant and not okay. Gotcha. So, is that why you think you couldn't recover the rest of the date? That's why she's ghosting you because of that?
Oh no, I don't think I know. It definitely is the reason. You know, and that's awful. That's the worst part because honestly, the rest of the date was great, but I feel like the beginning is what left a bad taste in her mouth.
I mean, it is. What is the wives tell you never get a second chance to make a first impression, kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I just killed it.
Okay.
So, where did you meet Amy? I don't think I asked you that. I forgot. Where did you meet her?
Oh yeah, just through some friends. She's hung out in our circle of friends a few times, and not that long ago, I finally worked up the courage to ask her out.
Okay, so this wasn't the first time you'd actually physically met her. Okay, well,
that might help.
That might help. That might help. Let's.
Here's hoping.
Okay, well, let's.
Would she have any other reason to believe that you're flaky?
Not that I could think of, honestly. I mean, it really was the first time that we ever had like a real date, like a one-on-one.
Yeah.
We've seen each other in a group before, and those are kind of a come and go sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever. This was like a plan, a definite, and I just messed it up right out the gate.
Well,
okay.
You've admitted your mistake to us. Let's get Amy on the phone, and if it works out, you can come clean with her too. Obviously, she knows that, but let's call her, get her side of things, and see where we're at. Okay.
Great. Thanks.
All right, Tony, hang on just a second. We're going to play a song and come right back. Hook Up or Hang Up is on Cosmo and the Y107 Morning Show.
Did your date never call back? Have us call them. Hook Up or Hang Up.
Presented by Silverball Arcade Bar.
With Cosmo and the Y107 Morning Show. Helping couples all over mid-Missouri.
Still want to hook up?
Or at least trying to.
Goodbye.
Cosmo and the Y107 Morning Show's Hook Up or Hang Up.
This is Cosmo and the Y107 Morning Show, Hook Up or Hang Up. We're trying to help out Tony this morning. He kind of screwed up at the beginning of his date with Amy.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
She thought that they had agreed that she was going to meet him at the restaurant. He thought he was picking her up, so he goes to her place. Meanwhile, she's already at the restaurant. But it seemed like they were able to kind of get past that for most of the date, but Tony's convinced that his screw up at the beginning.
That's why she's not calling him back.
Yeah. So let's get Amy on the phone and see what she has to say about her take on the date.
Hello.
Hi, is this Amy?
Yes, this is. Who's this?
My name's Lauren. I'm with Cosmo and the Y107 Morning Show. Do you mind coming on air with us today?
Oh, sure. Okay. What's it about?
Sure.
Well, we're calling you to ask about a date you went on recently.
Oh, do you mean with Tony?
Yeah, actually, we do mean with Tony. What was your take? Let me hear this, Amy. What was your take on the date with Tony?
It wasn't spectacular.
Why not?
Okay, well, I think there was some sort of miscommunication because, he had, when we were setting it up, he had said, "Oh, yeah, I'll pick you up," and I waited for him to pick me up, but he thought I was going to be at the restaurant, and so while I was waiting, I waited like an hour, and after an hour he calls, and he's pissed that I'm not there, and I reminded him that he had said he was going to pick me up.
So you both thought that the other person was standing you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just was weird from there.
I'm confused now.
So what did he say when you told him, like, no, dude, you were going to come get me?
Well, he apologized, but then he said, okay, I'm coming to pick you up. And I was, by this point, I was like, look, let's just forget it. But he refused. He came to pick me up. And honestly, it just, the rest of the day just felt terrible. I mean, he just felt sort of angry, and I didn't really want to be there at that point.
Gotcha.
So he was kind of like copping attitude with you? Like, did he seem like he was angry with you?
I thought so. I mean, he just felt angry the whole time, and it just felt tense to me. And like, that's really not what I want out of a date.
Yeah, no. Obviously, when a date starts with that rough of a start, it's kind of hard to get traction and get past that and get to where you guys can start to try and figure out each other and have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, we obviously we got your number from Tony, and he is with us here on the show right now.
Oh, okay.
Tony, are you still there?
Yeah, I am. Hey, I just got to say, Amy, I'm sorry. Look, I shouldn't have given you attitude. This whole thing was my mistake. I totally messed up the plans. And you know what? If I came across as angry, I promise I was only mad at myself and not you.
Okay. Thank you for saying that, because that is really good to hear. I was really kind of confused.
I mean, that's really big of Tony. So, Amy, do you think that you would want to give him a second chance?
I mean, well,
come on, Amy, please give me just one more chance. I'm sorry. I know I was an ass. I would just love to have just one more shot.
We're going to pay for the date, Amy, if that changes your mind about anything.
He sounds legit sorry.
And before we called you, he was legit upset with himself. Like, he was convinced the reason you ghosted him was because he screwed up on the beginning of the thing. That's the God's honest truth. That's not just me trying to help him out or whatever.
Okay. No. And I absolutely believe your apology, Tony. I it definitely sounds genuine, and I completely accept it, and I'm really glad you said that. I really am.
So
I promise, if you let me make this up to you, everything will go so much more smoothly the second time around. I just need another shot to prove it to you.
Okay.
Here's how we're going to make this easier. We're going to just settle this now. Just Tony, Amy, Cosmo, Lauren, and a bazillion people listening on Y107. You're both meeting at the restaurant, okay?
Yes, meeting there.
No one's picking each other up. We're going to pay for dinner.
We're meeting there at 6:30, not 6:35.
Okay? There's no question about it.
That's awesome.
Write it down, Tony, in black magic marker on your forehead. Meeting Amy at the restaurant.
Did your date never call back? Have us call them. Hook up or hang up.
Presented by Silverball Arcade Bar.
With Cosmo in the Y107 Morning Show.